Alright, Celtics Nation, the TD Garden is on fire today with news that's sure to shake every green heart out there. We've got it all. Tense moments, epic performances, and some serious question marks that could flip our title defense upside down. Can our stars handle the heat? And what happens if one of our pillars goes down? You won't believe what's coming. So go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive straight into the action. Which headline do you think is the most shocking? Drop it in the comments. Let's kick things off with a story that's got Celtics fans bursting with pride, but also cranking up the pressure heading into the playoffs. Peyton Pritchard, our spark plug off the bench, has just been named a finalist for the 2024-25 NBA. Sixth man of the year. That's right. Our guy's in front of heavyweights like Malik Beasley and Ty Jerome. And the stats don't lie. Pritchard led all NBA bench players in total points, 144. Made field goals, 409, and three-pointers, 255. And he wasn't just scoring, he racked up a flaw 430 plus or minus, proving that when he's on the court, the Celtics soar. But this isn't just about stats. Pritchard played 80 of the 82 regular season games, anchoring our second unit like a true warrior. He's only the third Celtic ever to score 1,000 plus points off the bench in a single season, something even Kevin McHale only did 3 times. Coach Joe Mazzulla couldn't say enough. He impacts a game in unique ways. He's a born competitor and one of the best 3-level scorers I've ever seen. And it's not just a coach hyping him up. Jrue Holiday called him a straight-up dog on defense, locking up ball handlers and stealing passes like it's nothing. Game 1 against the Orlando Magic in round 1 of the playoffs. Pritchard showed why he's a front-runner. He dropped 19 points on 6 of 8 shooting, nailed 4 of 6 from deep, and dished out 3 assists, all off the bench. He's averaging 14.3 points, 3.8 boards, and 3.5 assists in the postseason so far, shooting a ridiculous 47.2% from the field and 40.7% from 3 with just 1 turnover per game. This guy is ice cold under pressure. So here's the big question. With Pritchard playing at this level, is our bench deep enough to carry the load if Tatum or Brown go down? Some fans are already calling him the Celtics' secret MVP, while others say he's got to prove it against tougher playoff opponents. What do you think? His impact is real, but the heat is only getting started. And this isn't even the wildest part of today's update. Green team, brace yourselves. This one might silence TD Garden before it erupts again. Jason Tatum, our franchise cornerstone, is questionable for Game 2 against the Magic tomorrow after suffering a right wrist contusion in Game 1. You heard that right? Questionable. The guy who powers this team might sit, and the fan base is freaking out. It happened in the fourth quarter, just over 8 minutes left. Tatum went up for a dunk and got swatted mid-air by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Wendell Carter Jr. He hit the floor hard and clutched his wrist, clearly in pain. After review, the foul was upgraded to flagrant 1, but the damage was already done. Tatum stayed in the game but missed both free throws and looked uncomfortable the rest of the way. Post-game, he tried to calm everyone. It was throbbing, but it's better. Now, that optimism didn't last. An MRI revealed a bone contusion. No structural damage, but whether he plays depends on pain and swelling. Coach Mazzulla, classic Stonewall. He's fine. But let's be honest, nobody knows if he'll suit up. And if he doesn't, that's a whole different story. Tatum had 17 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists in Game 1, but shot just 8 of 22, clearly not 100%. Thankfully, others stepped up. Derek White went nuclear with 30 points and 7 threes. Pritchard added his 19 off the bench. Jaylen Brown, fresh off a knee injury, dropped 16 without looking limited. But can we really take on a hungry Orlando squad, especially with Paolo? Banchero dropping 36 in Game 1 without JT. That's a major test. Some fans believe in White and Brown to carry the torch. Others fear we'll be exposed without our leader. Strategically, Mazzulla will need to adjust. Will Pritchard take over? Primary ball handling duties. Can Al Horford anchor the defense in the paint against Carter Jr.? What's at stake is a 2-0 home lead. A must before heading into Orlando's house. The Green Nation is nervous but hyped at the same time. Can we handle this bombshell? And if that wasn't enough, there's another headline stirring the pot. Celtics Fans, our title defense is off to a fiery start, and this one's gonna get you cheering like you're courtside. On Sunday, Boston kicked off the series with a dominant 103-86 win over the Magic. But the story of the game? Jrue Holiday, our veteran guard, didn't fill the stat sheet, but he changed the game. The NBA's own tracking shows he held opponents to just 5 points on 2 of 10 shooting as the primary defender. That's insane. Holiday finished game 1 with 9 points, 3 boards, 5 assists, and 3 steals. But again, stats don't tell the full story. He clamped down on Franz Wagner and Banchero, holding them to a combined 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting and forcing 3 turnovers. Orlando coach Jamal Mosley was all praise. Jrue is disruptive. He's in the DPOI convo because he's smart and relentless. Fans on X are calling him their ghost. He appears out of nowhere to steal the ball and shut plays down. Tactically, Holiday sets the tone for the entire Celtics defense. With him guarding the lead ball handler or switching onto wings, Mazzulla can go aggressive on rotations. That opened up space for White's 30-point outburst and gave guys like Pritchard and Tatum room to operate. But with Tatum questionable for game 2, the pressure on Holiday just skyrocketed. Can he shut down Banchero again after the 36-point eruption? Fans are confident, but some fear the Magic will force more switches to neutralize him. Bottom line, if Holiday stays locked in, our defense can suffocate the Magic, especially in their building. But if Orlando finds a way to shake him loose, screens, switches, you name it, this series could tighten up fast. Some fans say Holiday is the true X factor of these playoffs. Others argue he needs to give more on offense. Where do you stand? While we're still buzzing from that defensive clinic, one more story is turning heads all over. Green team. Our title defense is full throttle, but this one's gonna blow your mind. The Celtics opened the series with a strong 103-86 win in Game 1 against Orlando, showing why we're the reigning champs. But what's got the internet buzzing is a bombshell statement from none other than Shaquille O'Neal, who added serious fuel to the fire. During the TNT broadcast, Shaq dropped the mic. The Magic will be lucky to win 1 game in this series. That's right, he's calling a blowout. Shaq, who started his career in Orlando and ended it in Boston, didn't hold back. I love the Magic, but they're not complete. Their bench is weak, and outside of Banchero and Wagner, they've got no scoring punch. If those two don't go off, they've got no shot. He praised the Celtics' focus. Boston was sleepwalking in the first half, but flipped the switch and crushed them. According to Shaq, this ends in a sweep, or at best a gentleman's sweep. Fans are lighting up X. Some Magic fans are livid, calling Shaq a sellout and saying this young Orlando squad has heart. Celtics fans? Loving it, but also a little cautious. Is Shaq underestimating the Magic? Game 1 wasn't exactly a walk in the park. Orlando led at halftime, and Banchero's 36 points were no joke. Mazzulla made the second half adjustments, and Holiday plus White flipped the game. But this Magic team is young and hungry, and playoff series are never easy. Strategically, Shaq's words could have 2 effects. First, they might fire up the Magic, especially Banchero, who's not afraid of the spotlight. Second, they put pressure on Boston to keep their foot on the gas, especially with Tatum possibly sidelined. If Brown, White, and Pritchard can't maintain the momentum, even a single misstep could give Orlando hope. Some fans think Shaq nailed it and we're steamrolling. Others worry this overconfidence could backfire. What do you think? Can the Magic steal a game, or are we sweeping? For real? Hold that thought, cause we're wrapping up with a firestorm Celtics nation. What a day to bleed green. Pritchard shining as a 6th-man finalist, Tatum questionable for Game 2, Holiday putting on a defensive masterclass, and Shaq predicting a wipeout. Every piece of news hits hard and shifts our roadmap to the title. Is Pritchard the true X factor? Will Tatum suit up, or can we survive without him? Can Holiday clamp Banchero again? And is Shaq calling it right, or just stoking the fire? Wanna hear from you? Are these updates making you more confident or raising alarms? Sound off in the comments, smash that like, hit subscribe, and let's talk it out.